Yeah. This is the MMA Takes Podcast.
Oh boy.
With your host, Brian Petrie.
Look at this fucking guy. This guy's now on Twitter. He's now on Instagram. Kieran Doherty. I'm early, guys. Timbo, you got the pronunciation. LOL. Look at this, Bob. Look at this. We got already comments in here. Petrie, let's fucking go. Let's get that bread. James Larkin, video got corrupted, so he makes another one. Yes, I did a whole hour of Wednesday takes, and I was feeling it. And I don't know what happened. I edited the whole fucking thing. And I spent 2 hours trying to, looking up videos of how to fix it. Couldn't fix it. Download all these apps. They're like, hey, it's free. We'll fix it for you. The minute you download it and they try to fix it, oh, it's $50. Fuck you. Luckily, I salvaged the audio, but we got UFC 278. Champ Timbo's here. Christian, the Hat God. I'm going to call him that. The Hat God's here. UFC 278, boys. I tell you what, I've dove in. Obviously, I got in early with the Anakin Florian we did on Monday, and the lines are wide, which tells me that there's going to be a big upset. There has to be somewhere along the lines. We got to find out which ones they are. I got a Slimeball Parlay for you at the end of the show. All three of us are going to give you locks. It's going to be good. Chat's already going crazy. Awesome. I went to catch you live, my friend. Well, thank you, Nick Sisson, for being here. Audio only was fine. I'm good. Hey. Kieran doesn't want to see my face. He commented on Instagram, hey, I don't need to see your face, which is a lie. Nick Sisson and two badasses with you, and then Kieran just killing it. Trend Daddy's here. Let's fucking go. Hat God. Trend Daddy, that shirt's coming your way. Blah, blah. All right, boys, how we feeling about this card? Utah, that's kind of out by your way there, Christian. So right near you at Elevation. How do you feel about Utah? Have you ever been to Utah?
Oh, yeah, lots of times. I used to work in Salt Lake a ton. It's beautiful up there. I should say down there because it's about 1,000 feet lower than Denver. But
sick brag. You're higher than me. Cool. I'm at sea level, bro. Okay.
Hey, I like to take my minute at the beginning. I want to give a shout out to my bowling team. My couch pulls out, but I don't. We took down the Wednesday Humps League Championship last night. That one up.
That is phenomenal. I cannot bowl. There's so many bowling alleys in Cincinnati. It's a very popular sport here. My fingers are mangled, and look at my middle finger. That's not normal, bro. Yeah, I can't fit it in the ball, so then I try to grab it like this. It doesn't work. I try to, all I do is go for speed. I probably bowled maybe 6 strikes my whole life. Timbo, how do you feel about this card?
Great card. Top card is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
A few weird ones in there. I don't know if Tapology has the fight order correctly. There's some weird ones up towards the top.
So they just bumped Romanoff and Tabora off the main card to the feature prelim for Padova and Yanan Will. And someone said on the Dog and Pass podcast, they said the event was like, hey, there's too many bangers. We got to sell some concessions. Yeah. Let them go during this fight before the main shit starts. But I'm excited. This could be a good card. I think, obviously you hit it. The co-main event doesn't make sense, but it makes perfect sense. Two guys who are they haven't won in a while. They're kind of very similar to each other. Costa's basically a Brazilian Rockhold. Rockhold, we'll have a lot to say about him. This guy's been going off this whole week. And, cry me a fucking river.
Let's talk about
I'm Luke Rockhold. I'm really good looking, and I have a modeling career outside of this. Fuck
biggest
off.
prick of all time when he was on top of the UFC, and now he's suddenly some humble.
Now he's
feelings guy. Hell,
did anyone see him on Millionaire Matchmaker?
No.
Is he a millionaire?
I don't. Maybe, but he was the biggest creep ever. Chicks hated him. Like, he was so vulgar. He was grabbing their wrist. It's really bad. And then afterwards, he's like, my family knows I'm a good person. No, they don't. No one does, bud. What a fucking idiot. Like, his interview with Daniel Cormier, I didn't watch all of it. I saw some clips. They apparently were getting into it a little bit. So you spit or swallow is what he asked. You spit or swallow, girl? That was like his pickup line. This guy sucks.
When was this? Was this recently?
No. This was a few years ago. Okay. This was a few years. Every really good-looking guy I know has zero game with chicks, right? Like, we have a friend where the girl, he's like fly trap, right? The girls will come over and be like, look at this fucking guy, right? And the minute he talks, like, all right, we're about to leave. But the minute a couple of other of us talk and like, hey, let's entertain you a little bit, I'm a clown. I'll dance for you. And then they'll stick around. But but there are girls out there who just don't even like, they're like men. They just don't give a fuck if this guy's brain dead or not. Like, they're like, he's hot, I'm going to bang him.
Leg lock did hit that on the button, though.
Who did it?
Leg lock Larry.
What did Leg Lock Larry say?
Rockhold last media day was example of right message, wrong messenger.
100%. That's what I was. Someone on Twitter messaged me about this. I said, I think it's, I don't disagree with the message. I want fighters to make more money. I want them to get taken care of with healthcare. It's important, obviously, especially what they're doing. But coming from a self-righteous asshole like Luke Rockhold, who is just, having problems with no solutions because he's too fucking stupid. He's just repeating the same thing over and over again. So, Leg Lock Larry hit it ahead. Let's get to some fights, though. Victor Altamirano, 10-2. He is a -165 versus Daniel da Silva, 11-5. He's a +140 kicking off the night. Timbo, you're the champ. You go first. You're the king of this joint. What do you got here, babe?
Yeah, classic flyweights right here. These dudes are going to be bouncing around the cage. I'm definitely leaning Altamirano. Just a high volume in strikes, good takedowns. He's got, I think, 4 submission victories in his professional career. And then da Silva, 0-2 in the UFC, hasn't looked good. That Figueiredo, who also fights on this card,
little Figgy.
Obviously that was over in a minute, but just kind of weak IQ. Like, you take him down. Took him down immediately, looked good, and then just let him transition to that leg lock with like cutting through a hot knife through butter. So both two young guys, but I'm gonna go with Altamirano here. I think he's just got better energy coming off his. Even though he lost split decision, he's lost 2 split decisions. Lost 1 split decision, and one is Dana White.
One is contenders, but most people thought he lost. Both guys ended up getting a contract match, right? And lost split decision is his actual UFC debut. I think his pressure's good. I think he's just kind of average. I don't love him. Daniel da Silva is explosive within like 2 minutes, and then he's just flatline. He's gassed.
Yeah.
Guy doesn't have cardio. I think Altamirano with his pressure and his durability can outstand that. I saw a guy, Danny Betts, guy's real sharp. I don't know if he's in the chat or not. He posted on Twitter like Altamirano by Silva was like +700 maybe a little less than that, which I kind of like. That's a nice little shot there because Daniel da Silva's been sub before, and he, when you get gassed out, someone got your neck, someone's got your arm. You're like, fucking take it. I want to get out of here. I'm getting paid no matter what. So I like Altamirano as well. And I think it's going to be by finish. I don't know how much what I need to do is I won some bets last week, but I was still down. So I need to start chipping away at this ice that's forming on me. So I'm doing, besides the slime ball, I'm doing all singles. I don't care if it's Tyson Pedro. I put $25 down. I win a nickel. I need a winner to get some confidence back. So I'm looking at an early fight to bet. This isn't going to be one of them. So I'm not overly confident because, quite frankly, I don't have a good read on either of them. But I'm going to take the chalk here in Altamirano. Christian, you don't watch tape, but you got a good read on these guys?
I don't know why you would need to watch tape. I mean, Altamirano, he's fought twice, and it's been for, a total of 7 minutes, 6 minutes?
Huh?
Da Silva.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, da Silva is, or Lacerda, da Silva, whatever you want to call him. He's like I think every single win he has is in the first round. And the way he came out against Figueiredo, it showed it. And he kind of whooped Molina's ass early in that first round. I bet Molina to win by round 2 knockout in that fight. I was like, how is this not going to happen? Obviously it did. So I was happy about that. But I think I'm going to take the shot on da Silva here. I know he did get, that knee bar or leg lock, whatever it was last time, but I saw something there. And
you saw something. Would you fall in love with him? Would you marry him?
Yeah. So he stands a shot. Altamirano's all right. I haven't been impressed with him. Obviously, you guys have. He's much, much more well-rounded. But da Silva's going to come out with violence, and I don't think this fight's going the distance either way. I'll probably bet-wise, I'll probably go da Silva round 1 and Altamirano round 2. I'll bet it both ways.
You're betting the unders here, betting the unders on the flyweights. That's interesting. Listen, Daniel Silva does gas, so he's been finished, so that makes perfect sense. But
he's got 14 fights and 13 finish. Like 13 of them haven't gone the distance. So I don't need to worry about the other guy because I already know what this guy's going to do, and he's not going to go to the scorecards.
As long as you don't parlay that with money lines, we're good, baby. We're good.
I like this.
You did it last week. How'd it work out for you?
It didn't work out for me as well.
Worked out for me.
I heard that on a podcast. I think it might have been Dog and Pass. And I feel like I was, I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. Never mind. I don't say things when I don't have proof anymore because then it's going to blow up my face, but we'll talk about that off air.
I will say with this fight.
Go ahead, Timbo.
Last thing on this fight. Plus 110 for the end via submission. Both of these guys have multiple submission victories. Both of them have been finished multiple times by submission. I like that plus number right there. So this number plus 110 submission, I like it.
Jake Billingsley said flyweights under has been a lock recently. Kieran Doherty's in here just absolutely roasted me left and right, but he's on it. Leg lock Larry giving out parlays again. Super parlay plus 258. Al-Bazi over Figgy, Maverick over Young, Romanoff over Tabora, Imanoff over so he's doing multiple cards here. Imanoff over Buffy, Don over Tuivasa, Nassar over Magnesis.
I don't have the patience.
This guy's giving out picks to fucking November. I love it. All right.
Hey, yo, did you unblock Nigel?
That's right. I was trying to remember his name.
I don't know if I have to. I sent him a shirt. He got the shirt. Okay. I don't know if I have to because I thought maybe it was just like a one-off thing. If he's watching, I'm sorry. Go. He has another YouTube account. But I don't know. But next up, Orlichi Long, the Mongolian murderer, and this time I got it right. This is that fucking creep that goes Orlichi Long, the Mongolian murderer. Here, look. This is what he sounds like in my head. Mongolian murderer. That's what he sounds like in my head when he says that. And I get flashbacks to when I was a kid and I get fucking scared of Freddy Krueger. He's minus 140. Jay Perrin plus 120. I lead the dance here. Orlichi Long's got a lot of experience. He's only got one win in the UFC. All his fights have been competitive. He's nails. He's from Mongolian. He's scary as shit. He's probably murdered 100 people. I get it. But Jay Perrin now in Vegas. Chris Curtis had high things to say about him. I think Jay Perrin broke this fight down really well on something I read. He said, this guy's just not dangerous. He's could knock people out at flyweight. I don't think he's knocking people out at bantamweight. And Perrin's got a weird record, 10-5. He's got a lot of a lot of losses in there to some good guys. His record, a little deceiving because he has fought some good people, good wins as well. He doesn't blow me off the page, Perrin. I think his skills are going to be limited, but I think with the full camp in Vegas, coming at 35 against Orlichi Long, don't tell him this because I don't want to wake up in the night with Mongolian murder at my bedside, ready to hatch me up. But I'm going to go Perrin a dog here. I'm going to take a little dog shot. You know what I mean?
Okay, this is dog.
Doggy dog, Christian's dad shot here. Give me Jay Perrin here. Christian, what do you got, Ben?
I like Perrin quite a bit here too. He's good. He fought really good guys throughout his regional career. He went 3 rounds with Mario Bautista in that beautiful Mississippi mudslide. I know you don't like that guy because he keeps losing you money, but I picked it pretty well, so I like him quite a bit, and I think he's a good fighter. The Mongolian murderer, he's shredded, but you said it pretty well. He couldn't really finish people at 125. Cody Durden just wiped the floor with him wrestling-wise.
There you go.
Nailed it.
The Mongolian murderer, Orlichi Lang, he slows down quite a bit too. And I don't know how that's going to translate to Mongolian murderer. But yeah, Perrin gets to take. Oh yeah.
No, it's the creepiest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, he gets a takedown, and I think he could control an entire round with it. This is one I actually do think will go the distance, and I kind of think, especially with Orlichi Lang slowing down, Perrin's especially at plus money. I think he's coming down quite a bit recently, but
really, I got these lines about 2 hours ago.
Okay,
I got these 2 hours ago.
I didn't look at the line you posted. He's plus 110 on DraftKings.
Okay, I DraftKings literally 2 hours ago. He's plus 120. So money is coming in a little bit.
Yeah.
Timbo Champ, what do you got? You going Oppo here? What are you doing, babe?
I'm going to right field on this one with the Oppo hit with the Mongolian murderer.
There you go.
Mongolian murderer.
Pull up Jared's comment.
Jeez, what did he say? I've never slowed down. He never slowed down the bodies in the basement. There's 26. Yeah, the Mongolian murderer has to win. Kieran's all over him. He told me to stop talking before. Sorry, leg lock there. I feel all over the widespreads. This card, Woodson's line is the most 50-50. I got a take on that fight. I don't know if it's 50-50. You're going Mongolian murderer, though. Smart.
Yeah.
So Christian and I are dead. Yeah. Christian and I are dead come Monday. You're gonna still be alive,
baby.
Smart.
Yeah, Mongolian. Yeah. Durable. Only been finished once in a 30-fight career. He's got 9 finishes in his career. Granted, all these came from overseas, but Yeah, he was minus 140 earlier. But I do ultimately like this fight to go to the distance. I think that's the bet to make up minus 175.
Yeah.
Good. This nice little prop there. Nice little way to circle around that fight there. Yeah, I just like praying in Vegas in full camp wise here. Again, I think he's a little bit unrespected, but again, a Mongolian murderer. The guy's just tough and scary. And there's a lot of Mongolian guys that are fucking good. Trindaddy, what's up, babe? I'm with Champ Tim Hill. Can't fade the murder man. These boys vape like I cry. All right, babe. All right, next up, we got Amir Al-Bazi. Amir Al-Bazi, minus 435. Woof. Al-Bazi, there you go. Minus 435. Woof. That is some heavy biscuits, boys. And Francisco Figueiredo, the little figgy, the worst figgy, whatever you want to call him, he is a plus 350. Christian, what do you got for the 125ers here? A little overpriced, even though I think Figueiredo stinks. What do you got, man?
It's been a long time since you dropped one of those.
Oh, wow.
Gosh. This guy's name was Francisco Silva. I bet this line would be closer. He gets so disrespected because he's not his brother. He doesn't fight like his brother. He barely looks like his brother.
Yeah.
So I think he's better than people give him credit for. I don't think he's great, or he's all right. He's UFC level. I'd say that. Al-Bazi's coming off a layoff. This line's going to keep moving. He's going to close at minus 550. He's
really
good. He's fought twice in the UFC. He's looked great both times doing it. I mean, if this goes to the ground, I think he could sub Figueiredo. His scrambles are incredible. I think, he's always going to be getting in better position on this. Look, the line says it. You guys disagree with the line. I think it's fine. It could maybe be a few dimes closer, but Al-Bazi's got this all day. This is easy. Move on.
Okay, we're moving on to champ. What you got, babe?
I'm not moving on, but them dogs are barking.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're going.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, what the fuck has Al-Bazi done? Granted, I think in his last fight against Zagula, like, he played that one safe, in my opinion. He kind of rode it on neutral throughout that fight to get a decision victory. But Al-Bazi is a wrestler. He's going to want to get this to the ground. And we just saw what Figueiredo can do on the ground, with the slick fucking leg lock transition from being on his back into getting out of that and getting the leg lock. Granted, there's no value in losing picks, and I love that saying because there's not. But for this one, I'm going to at least sprinkle some on Figueiredo by submission at 12-1 because he's shown that he can get on his back and he's dangerous. He's never been finished in his career. Like, This guy's durable. Obviously, he's not his brother, but dogs are barking on this one. I hope that 12-1. I'll put at least a 10 ball on that. Just
$10, get $120 back. I like your thought strategy there. I do think this line is wide. I think Figueiredo is very average. I think he slows down a little bit. His ground game's pretty good, but other than that, I just think he's just average ever. Al-Bazi, we haven't seen much of this guy. You know what I mean? Oh, Timbo, no. No, these dogs are well behaved, brother. Trent Daddy says that knee bar from Frankie last time was sick. Yeah. So, he's got some moxie on the ground. He's obviously training with his brother. You're going to get better even if you're not your brother. But Al-Bazi just hasn't really done much. He triangled Malcolm Gordon in the first round of his first fight in UFC. Congratulations. And then he had a decision where he did play it safe. I think the guy's got skills. I think his stand-up's a little rough. He throws heavy shots, but it's not clean. I think his grappling's where he shines, but Figueiredo is good as well. I don't know how great he is, like just flat off his back, because I am worried about his cardio. I'm going to pick Al-Bazi because I don't have the balls like Timbo. I'm not a nuts on the table kind of guy, but it's probably a fight I'm going to avoid. I don't have the best read on this. I have Al-Bazi written down, win by decision, so I might play it by decision, get a better price, but minus 435 with a guy with not a lot of name recognition. It's just a little scares me off, especially since I'm ice. So that's a fight I'm gonna stay away from. Timbo, what's up, man?
Also, like this one to win by submission at plus 250.
Yeah,
that's
I like
second
that.
bet in a row.
Yeah,
but,
I like that one a lot too. I was looking for the odds on it.
Yeah, plus 250. Nice. Come on, give it to us.
Yeah, come on, man, come on. Come on, man. Come on. All right. Next up, AJ Fletcher, Louisiana boy, down in Louisiana swamps. He is a minus 165 favorite. versus Ange Lusa, who is a plus 140 underdog. Ange Lusa finally in the UFC. They, tried in the Contender Series, lost, went out, won a fight against John Howard. They brought him in against Munir Lazez. Lost the decision, but he showed up. He showed a good chin or whatever. This guy's trying to round out his game. He's trying to wrestle. He's trying to be a grappler. AJ Fletcher, I think, is a little undersized for 170, but he is like kind of a pit bull in there. He lost his obviously debut looker in the Contender Series. A lot of confidence. Believe he's with Poirier there in Louisiana, that camp. I could be wrong. Or he went to Florida like most Louisiana guys do. Timbo, pretty even line.
This is you. Is this you?
Is this me?
Are you starting?
Christian is.
I just did the last one.
It doesn't matter. I'll go.
Go ahead and take it because I need your help on this one.
AJ Fletcher, I think, is going to get this done. Ange Lusa, I think, is a little underrated. He's only 11 fights, but again, he's rounding out his game a little bit. He likes to mix in wrestling. He likes to stand up with guys. He likes to think he's a stand-up guy, but I think AJ Fletcher's pace is going to be a problem. His wrestling's good. He is a little undersized, and he looked kind of rough in his last debut, but he debuted against a really tough guy, Matt Sullinsberger, who's a stud. He's tough. He's durable. Went to a decision with him, even though he completely gassed out, could have got finished. And Sullinsberger does hit hard and is a finisher, and Fletcher hung in there. Got to imagine he's in better shape. Hopefully after this fight, maybe he thinks about dropping to 70 or dropping to 55, excuse me. I just think he's a little undersized. His arm, I complain about my reach because I should have a longer reach. His arms are this big, right? I think my dick's bigger than his arms. Like his arm length are very short. And I think that's good when you're on the ground because you can throw tight elbows and your grappling's good. And Ange Lusa has worked on his grappling, but I don't think it's great. Give me AJ Fletcher. I like that. This might be the first single bet of the night to try to get the ice off me. I like Fletcher. I like him by decision. I think he's going to grind one out here. Let's see what the chat's saying here. We got people seem so split on this fight. It's true. Josh Saunders over 1.5. Love the over. AJ Fletcher like an HR rep. He kind of does. Over sounds nice. Kieran, finally, Kieran and I are on the sign. Deer in headlights. Remember, takes and fight night picks aren't goats.
I think he meant R. You meant R. I'm telling you meant R.
Leg locks. Please mean R. Leg lock, Larry. The fuck did you say, Larry? So we'll clear that up in the chat. Kieran is our other pitbull here. Next to Timbo.
We got Timbo and Kieran.
Who wants to jump on the bone? Who wants to jump on this bone?
I got you.
All right, go ahead, Timbo.
I was your analysis there. It supported what I was thinking.
There you go, leg. He cleared it up. Leg lock, Larry's a G. Don't leg lock me, Larry.
Yeah,
fight these guys are good. Yeah,
they're nice too. They always like your shit on Twitter.
I gotta check them out. Them and Dog or Pass. I gotta check them out.
Dog or Pass are a great pocket. They're all Canadians, and then. Hey. Yeah, they're all Canadian fans, man. I tell you, they're the Canadian MMA content with these cappers and with you and MMA Lock of the Night, the Fight Night guys, Dog or Pass, all Canadian. They're all fucking G's, dude. They're good.
Yeah, agreed.
I'll hop on Fletcher as well, though. I think again his wrestling, will be the tail of the tape here. Los has gotten pieced up in both of his fights. Granted, it's been against some decent competition, specifically Jack Maddalena.
Della Malena.
But,
sounds like a cookie. My mom eats Della Malena.
It's Della Maddalena.
There you go. He's got this one, Christian. God damn it, Christian.
Fletcher's got quite a few submission wins on his record too. Yeah. So I want to take it past that. I might do a little bit of little combo sub or decision for Fletcher.
Nice. I like that read. I think a submission prop is something that you can, if it's juicy enough, jump on that bone. I like him by, Angelus is pretty tough, but you're right. I mean, Fletcher, it really depends on his gas tank because if he slows down, he's fucked. because Angelus is a big dude for 170. Mm-hmm. He fought a lot at 185 as well. So, Christian, Hat God, what's up, babe?
Man, it's kind of a fun fight. One of the funnest parts about it is AJ Fletcher's nickname is Ghost because he's so pale. Can you imagine what he's going to look like out there next to 5'10" Czech Congo? He's going to look so small. You're going to think you have x-ray glasses on. You're going to be able to see through that pasty skin compared to Lusa. It's going to be wild. I know the feeling because both my children are very pasty. Yeah. Clear skin. Yeah. Well, put him up next to the TV next to Fletcher. We'll see because that guy is
we'll check him out. We'll check him out. Yeah.
You guys broke it down pretty well. Fletcher is fun. He goes ham. And Lusa, he kind of slowed down in the Della Maddalena fight. And Fletcher maybe did slow down against Semmelsberger, but I think with just a little more balanced attack, I could see him having 3 rounds of good cardio. I like the chat saying the over. I like this fight to go the distance. I'm not even worried about the 1.5. Just give me all the. Give me all
start
of it.
round 3 over all that shit.
That reach difference is 7 inches, 67-inch reach. I got a 71.5-inch reach, and I'm 5'9", and that's not even listed.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm pretty sure.
67 to 74.
I haven't measured in a while, but I'm pretty sure my dick's 68 inches. I mean, this guy's arms are tight.
Around.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like, those we saw with alligator arms, what Corey McKenna did a couple weeks ago. I could see Fletcher doing it again, just controlling him on the ground, holding him down there. I like him too. I'm surprised people are split on it because I like Fletcher a decent amount here. I don't mind him at that price. I don't know what the current odds
Josh
are.
Anders says he took the last fight on short notice. Obviously, that plays into it. He did look good against John Howard, but he wrestled a lot against John Howard, who can't stop a takedown, so
he looks great in that XMMA shit we watched.
Right. Yeah. He's gonna have a hard time with Fletcher grappling. But again, if Fletcher's in shit, he's 9-1. Obviously, last fight learning experience. So hopefully he comes out and bangs some good rounds. I can see him losing round 3. You know what I mean? If he doesn't get him out of there, tough rounds. And all right, VA time. Miranda Maverick -600.
Crazy.
Versus Shanna Young +450. Steep lines for women's MMA. This is a rematch. Miranda Maverick did beat her in the first round at some tournament many years ago. So this is a rematch. I understand why, she's going to be the favorite, but 6-1 is steep. Timbo, I'll let you go first because this is VA. Obviously I think I know who you're picking, but go and tell the people, babe.
Yeah, I'm going with Miranda, Fear the Maverick.
Nice.
That line is she doesn't deserve that line.
Her nickname is to be Top Gun.
Yeah, really. It's right there. It's really right there.
Top Gun Maverick or Tom Cruise or something like that. Yeah, Goose. Yeah, it's right there. But let her do her. She's jacked.
Yeah, I mean, Shanna Young is, she's coming off a rear naked choke victory against fucking Sabina Meza, whoever the hell that is. Oh, excuse me. I mean, fucking Miranda Maverick. I'm looking at the wrong shit. Apologies. She's coming off a win against Gina Mazzani.
Yeah, Gina Mazzani, my mortal lock in that fight, whooped her ass for about 2 or 3 minutes and then fucking gassed as Gina Mazzani.
Watch what you say about Gina Mazzani because Tim Elliott will come with his crazy eyes and he'll headbutt all of us like a fucking goat. Just foosh.
Yeah, she just gassed. Wild, man. I mortal locked her.
She gassed out in the Shannon Young fight big time.
Well, I mean, this is just really going to be one chick is stronger than the other, and Maverick has really been able to showcase that. I still say she beat Macy Barber in that fight against her.
You're gonna fucking take that with your grave.
Yeah,
Tim Money, last words. Maverick beat Barber. Fuck you.
Yeah,
he's done.
He's
out.
No doubt.
VA.
The Aaron Blanchfield, and I'm out. No, but
the
Aaron Blanchfield fight was hopefully just a wake up call for her that says, "Yo, you need to get your fucking takedown defense together." That was hard to watch, especially when you got money on her and you're just seeing her getting fucking laid on and taken down. So I mean, she's 25 years old. She's still very young in the game. Potential future champion. With being that young and this good so far. So yeah, give me Maverick. I don't
old school here, babe.
I probably won't even bet this fight. Probably won't even bet this because I don't know how she'll win. And
I think she's gonna win. I'm all over Maverick. I think she's going by sub. The first fight was a 1-round fight because it was a tournament, and she submitted in 1 round. I know Shannon Young's getting better. She's whatever. She's coming off a win over Gina Manzani. That doesn't mean shit to me. Miranda Maverick moved out to Colorado, getting some good looks. Got embarrassed by Aaron Blanchfield. Said, I need to work on my shit here. I'm a big, strong girl, yet I'm getting taken down. Why? Obviously, her technique on the ground isn't perfect, but when she gets your neck, she gets your back with those muscles, with those shoulders, with those just fucking jacked up, she'll pop your goddamn head off. Pop. And I just see her doing that to Shannon Young. I don't know if it's going to happen in the first round. I think Shannon Young obviously knows what Miranda's going to do. She's felt her before. She's been in there. Hey, this girl's going to try to take my back. She's going to try to choke me out. Nuh-uh, not round 1. But guess what, Shannon? Round 2, going to happen. So I like Miranda Maverick by sub here. That's my only play. I can't touch the money line. I got to go sub, which I'm sure is going to be pretty juicy if someone wants to
plus
track
160
that.
in the chat.
Plus 160 in the chat.
Shout out Nick Sisson.
Nick Sisson, my guy, this was his first live show. Maverick sub plus 160.
My man's on it.
The board. credit to my book. I'm throwing that down. Christian, you got this weird look on your face, like we're saying all the wrong things. So I need to hear what you got to say.
Take it easy.
Man, you guys
Take
know,
it easy.
Brian, you love that Virginia-Colorado combination. I could hear the way you were talking about it. You look on either side.
My guys. It's my guys.
Yeah, and Maverick's all of our girl.
I've been to Virginia. I've had a layover in Denver, but that's it. So I need to go to Colorado.
The airport's out near the farms. That's
Broncos country.
Denver? Okay.
Let's ride.
Broncos, baby. Yeah. John Elway looks like a horse. Let's go.
Yes, he does. That's years of hard living. Yeah, this is an easy dub for Maverick. I do think we've talked a lot about decisions, and I'm normally a guy that likes to shade towards fights finishing and fights going the distance.
Sure.
I think she does it by knockout. I could see like a ground and pound style knockout. I think she gets on her and just whoops that ass. Shayna Young, I'm more to lock Gina Mazzani because I thought Shayna Young was that bad, not because I think Gina Mazzani was that good. Obviously, I look like a fool for doing it, but I still don't think Shayna Young is any good. I just was wrong about Mazzani. Look, I mean, I'm not like an Instagram stalker person, but I've looked at hers because I remember when she was coming off like a very recent pregnancy in her, I think, first UFC fight. I mean, she's like, it's like always doing CrossFit, like used to be a ring card girl. I don't know. She's like
she a got a dog in her.
She's a cardio.
She ain't got that dog in her chest. Just go ahead and fucking say it, bro. She ain't got that dog in her, man.
She ain't got that dog in her. This is Maverick. I'll take her by knockout.
Yeah.
You guys could take her by sub, but yeah, I'm gonna take the shot on her. I'm gonna put her in some parlays. I don't mind the minus 500, a 3-legger with Fletcher. You're already at
listen. I mean, when you get a chalky card like that, you're good at. You're not getting away from. You're gonna play chalk. It's just this is the one I'm probably gonna stay away from. Don't get me wrong. There's chalk I'm playing. This one I'm gonna stay away from because it's women's MMA. I don't have a great track record, but I will like that plus 160 by finish. But I do like by TKO too because Shayna Young goes, hey, listen, she'll take my back. She'll try to get my neck. So while she's worried about that neck, she might just get fucking iced up with some punches here. Let's check out the chat.
That's plus 700. That's plus 700 for that knockout. That's why I like it.
Plus 700 by TKO.
Yeah,
Maverick.
Yeah.
What?
That's juicy too. I might have to play. I'm gonna play that. Brian, is that matcha? Be honest. So he's talking about my drink. Is it matcha? Here's a confession. I don't know what matcha is.
Me neither.
It's fucking Mountain Dew because I'm white trash, bro.
It's a tea.
Oh, matcha's a tea? Yeah, I don't drink tea or coffee. I don't know what the fuck it is. I guess it's green because he saw some green. No, I'm white trash. I'm drinking a Mountain Dew over here.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
I live in Newport News and used to fish in Chesapeake Bay. Is that Colorado?
Hey,
no, that's Virginia, baby. Bad news.
Oh, Virginia, Newport News. I knew that. I fucking knew that.
Chesapeake's my stomping grounds. Rehoboth Beach, Ocean City, Maryland. I mean, I caught a lot of crabs out of that Chesapeake Bay. Both kinds.
Crab cakes and football, baby.
Both kinds of crabs. One from the sea and one from the ladies. I remember when I first started having sex, I was terrified of like crabs. Like that was like the end of the world. Like if I got crabs. And then when I got older, it was herpes. Like, oh my God, if I get herpes, I'm dead. And they're like, no, dude, it's just a bump on your dick. Don't have herpes. Thank God, because I put my dick in a lot of ladies that I shouldn't have. And there's a couple times where like afterwards I've looked down and go, well, buddy, you're going to fall off. You know, it's not a good feeling when you get with some of those sewer rats. You just look down and go, well, I'm sorry, bud, but you're toast. All right, move on here. Sean Woodson, Timbo's up. Sean Woodson minus 340 versus Luis Saldana plus 280.
You got the graphic for this one?
Oh,
okay.
I might.
Okay.
I might. So Sean Woodson minus 340 versus Luis Saldana plus 280. I saw Luis Saldana fight in Ohio. Very unimpressed. I like this guy come off the Contender Series. He's disappointed me. Sean Woodson, probably the tallest guy at 145 ever. All skin and bones. I'll get Christian to go here first because Christian, you know, this is kind of Christian's guy a little bit. He loves the Sean Woodson, and then we'll go from there. Christian, what do you like here? You picking against Timbo? You picking against our guy?
No, you gotta love Woodson. His length. He was an actual boxer at like 210 pounds.
Yeah,
he's looked really good. That loss to Arosa was tough because I I wasn't betting much at the time.
These motherfuckers are funny.
13 weird Christian drinking that Voodoo Ranger. Yikes.
Top third weirdest looking guy on top 3.
Top 13. He's like, you know what? It's too mean to say top 10. I'm going to give him top 13. Who gives a top 13? Sorry, Christian. Go ahead. We got derailed there. You're going Woodson, though. You're going heavy on him. You're laying the chalk. You got finish.
This is a parlay piece for me. I do think he's going to finish him because I think Saldana will slow down. I got to give a shout out to Carl from Sling Blade because Saldana ain't got no gas in it.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. Hey, Carl, can you come take out this lawnmower? We'll have it back to you by the weekend. I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
That's what we got right here. Saldana ain't got no gas.
Dude, Billy Bob Thornton, I thought he wore prosthetics. He pushed his jaw out to do that. And he said it's like excruciating. I mean, that's fucking nuts.
My brother-in-law is like, he can do it. And it's like years after hearing it, still die when I hear it.
It's so funny. Oh, it's so funny. I do. My stepfather, who is just a complete fucking knob dork, he has one impression in Sling Blade. And my mom it like makes my mom's ears bleed. She's like, will you shut the fuck up? Like, it's the only thing you can do.
All right.
What is this here? Brian shit? Huh? What? All right, Timbo, are you picking yourself here, babe?
I'm picking myself, man.
Yeah.
Like it's Saldana. He's, what always worries me about, Woodson is obviously if he's going against a high level wrestler. Julian Erosa, that fight did not go the way he planned just because you're so damn long, dude. Like just and you're so fucking skinny, if they get that grip on your legs, you're going down. And then he's got a 6-inch reach advantage in this one. Crazy. Legs fucking longer than Stacy Keebler's. This dude's going for it. I think he gets the knockout. Probably. Let's see. What's up with Saldana? He's been relatively durable.
He fought in Columbus. He's hittable. He beat Bruno Souza, but I don't think he did. He's never been knocked out in the UFC. He's never had any finish in the UFC. Once by Mike Santiago way back when. Rear naked choke, and then Justin Lawrence decision on way back when. Overall durable.
Woodson's got them leg kicks too, man. I can't remember which fight it was, but he fucked somebody up bad with some leg kicks. Just that length, man. You got fucking trees coming at you. I think he gets the KO win here.
Yeah. Whenever I see a guy this tall, I always worry about durability. Whenever he throws a leg kick, I'm always like, don't fucking break, because they're like twigs, so that scares me. But he is getting better. He is getting skilled. His grappling skill. When you got those long arms and shit, it can be a problem. So of course I'm gonna pick my guy here. I'm picking my guy. 6'2", 145. 7'8" reads orthodox. This is the guy I'm rocking with here. He might be a Slimeball candidate. I don't know. I like the chalk at -340. I saw Luis Sedana fight, and I think basically the guy likes to strike, but when he can't strike with people, he likes to grapple. I think he's going to be outmatched in both. I don't think he's a good grappler. I think he's an average wrestler, and I think his striking's good, his kicking's good. But I'm gonna go with my guys. The chat killing it here. Wedges over fries is what he said.
He's right. He's responded to Trin Daddy.
Oh, just look at the torso. He's an alien. Yeah, he's an interesting cat, but interesting body. 145. He used to be like 200 pounds. I remember his Contender Series fight. Like he lost his dad, and they were showing pictures, and he was crying and stuff. And usually that doesn't bother me because everyone has that sad story. He got to me a little bit. I went, oh man, he's doing this for his dad. Like it hit different a little bit. I'm taking tomorrow off for work, and my buddy, and I won't tell him why. And I tell everyone everything about my life, right? I'm not shy about it. And I won't tell him why I'm taking tomorrow off. I have an option day. It's driving him fucking nuts. He's like guessing. He's like, dude, you're getting a colonoscopy. I'm 36. No. Oh, you're going to Salt Lake City. I wish. No. Oh, you're help. My wife has a show, one of her little shows on Saturday. You're helping with their show. That's what it is. It's 8:30 at night, and he's thinking about it. What a fucking idiot. All right, next up, Jarrett Gordon. -265 versus Leonardo Santos. +225. I'll lead here, boys. Listen,
Hello? Okay, this is Dog.
Taking a dog shot here. I never can predict Jarrett Gordon's fights right. Got a little bit of a chin problem. Doesn't like to stand up. When he stands up, he takes guys down. Leo Santos is good on the ground. He was fucking Clay Guida up in that fight his last time out, and then he lost because he was completely gassed. He has no gas tank whatsoever. What are you doing, Christian?
All he had to do is grab that fucking neck. It's just sitting there hanging out.
I
and he
know.
just punches himself up and he can't get it.
I know. This is a guy that is long lengthy. He's 42 years old. He's very been inactive. He has no cardio whatsoever, but he can hit. He's dropped people before. I believe didn't he knock out or drop Kevin Lee?
Yeah, he knocked him out.
Did he knock him out? Yeah. So this guy, and he dropped Clay. Jarrett Gordon's chin has been a little suspect. Jarrett Gordon's best weapon is pressure, take you down. I think he can break Leo Santos. I think that's good. But when you're giving me plus 225, I like it. And it's going to have to happen early. First round submission, first round TKO, or Jarrett Gordon's going to slowly take over for sure. Because Leo Santos, once it gets past the second round, he can't even take his hands off his hips. Like, he is fucking done. So this is a live betting opportunity. I'm going to take the dog shot here. You watch it live. I unfortunately can't live bet right now, but you watch it live after that first round. You put everything you got on Jarrett Gordon. But I think Leo's a dog shot here in that first round. Christian, what do you got, babe?
Yeah, man, I love Leo Santos. I hate the fact that he's 42, though. That is like, I mean, he barely fights, so maybe not in fight years, but you know, we're all in some stage of our 30s, and you can feel those knees and those. You get out of bed, and it's like, ugh. I don't know what it feels like at 42, but look, and I'm the same as you. I can't get a Jarrett Gordon fight right. I don't think he beat Selecki. I know that was a split. I had Selecki there. Got that wrong. I was like, oh man, he's got it against Grant Dawson. He gets fucking smoked by Grant Dawson.
Yeah.
And I'm not super high on Grant Dawson. That 42 years old just scares me. Gordon doesn't like to get hit, and he's gonna get hit.
Yeah, but he's a man. He's 40. Like Trim
I'm a man.
That's
I'm 40.
Man.
I'm a man.
I'm 40. Come at me, not kids.
Yeah,
so you like
that the way he did it? He's like a jiu-jitsu world champion, and just did it. There's a neck dangling out there. It's just like, please put your forearm over me. And Clay's been choked several times. He was hurt. It makes no sense. The lowest fight IQ. I mean, it was. So this fight's probably going to be good, but both these guys are so frustrating to me. Yeah. I'm going to go with Gordon. I hate that he's a minus 300. I guess this is a pick 'em, but you'll probably find me on Santos round. I mean, you got to take a Santos round one bet. I'll check the odds.
You have to. Zach Johnson's here. What's up, Zach? What's up, fellers? What's up, man?
Zach?
Zach Johnson's in the chat. What's up, man? Yeah, man. I like stuff, man. Timbo, what do you got in this fight?
What'd you say the line was on this?
So
it's gotta be pretty close.
I have it.
Oh, God. Wait, guys. Wait, I got to interrupt. Santos in round one is plus 800 on DraftKings and plus 1050 offshore. So that's a must bet.
Add it to my card.
Yeah.
Add it to my card. I told myself going into this card, because I'm so ice, I'm not chasing crazy props. Add it to my card. I'm a fucking degen. Timbo, the line I have is Jarrett Gordon minus 265 and Leo Santos plus 225. I think Christian said he's creeping. Jarrett Gordon, that is, creeping almost 3-1. So damn. I think it's a little wide.
Crazy wide, dude.
Yeah.
I get it. He's 42,
but you
coming
mean,
off
even
2 losses.
But he's coming off that one loss where he was a second away from winning, right?
Oh, he's killing Clay Guida. He's beating the shit out of him.
So it's a little weird. It's a little weird there.
Jarrett Gordon is like the guy who brags about being a former drug addict. Well, not brags, but he just won't shut the fuck up about it.
Every chance he gets, he talks about drug. Yeah. Today, he went on the press conference and says, this sport didn't make my life better, and I hate this sport, or something like that. He went, I don't want to misquote him, but it was like really weird, anti what he's doing. And I'm just like, bro, then don't do it. Like, what? Like, no one's telling you to fight. You know what I mean? Go get a real
like
job.
Negative energy.
Yeah,
like his negative
really
energy going into this fight.
It was really weird. And then he went on his own Instagram or whatever and try to clarify what he said or whatever. I actually missed that, but yeah, he said something at the, like, you know,
I saw that he was talking about shooting up in Madison Square Garden.
What was?
He's like shooting up in Madison Square Garden or something.
Are you guys talking
down
about
the street
and drugs? I take
minute
away. You guys are You'll be like Anik in DC. He was addicted to drugs. And we're going to have to hear
Well, no,
it
that's
30
what he
times.
said. Well, yeah, because that's what Timbo said. He's like, this is the guy that brings it up every 5 seconds. I was like, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. You go on his Twitter and it's like, I get that he likes to help addicts. Like that's what he retweets a lot of addicts and like, don't give up. I like that. I respect that. I come from a long line of addicts, but when it becomes a character trait, when you're a fighter, it's like, all right, enough.
I'm over it. But I got to take him here just because Saldana, if he doesn't get that first round win, I think Jarris Gordon, he's just going to muscle through a decision. I think it's easy as that. So I do like that first round prop, but this may be a live bet. Maybe bet the prop first round knockout, and then if it doesn't happen, then fucking hammer Jared Gordon afterwards.
I actually like Jared if he gets out of the first round and Leo's done, because I'm taking that 800. I like Jared Gordon round 3 as well, because Leo's going to be absolutely gassed. Jared is good on the ground. He's competent on the ground. And I can, no matter how gassed you are, we've seen it with Rodolfo Rivera. Like when you get gassed out, you're black belt, no matter how many fucking stripes you got on, that goes out the window a lot of times. So I like that. Zach Johnson asking what's Gordon round 3 sub. That's interesting. I'd go TKO round sub would probably be juicy. I'm a damn tortilla stripper. Kick me in the balls any day.
So the sub is
plus 800. Woo. Only thing I'm addicted to.
That's just round 3. That's
money.
Sorry.
Let's go. That's what we're talking about. All right.
Plus 3,500
for the main card.
3,500
by sub.
Ooh,
boy. Oh boy. He might just tap out because he's tired. Like, I'm tired. Never mind. I was gonna go down a route. I shouldn't have gone down. All right, get your mind on the gutter, Brian. Marcin Tabora plus 280 versus Alexander Romanoff minus 340. Big boys should be on the main card, should be on the pay-per-view, bumped it to the prelims. What are you gonna do? I like this fight for both guys, actually. I think this is a big step up for Romanoff because Tabora's been in the UFC for a long time. He's been up and down. He had a nice little streak. He just ended his streak. Last time out, he looked very flat. But, he's been in there with a lot of guys. Romanoff hasn't. That's the one knock on him is his padded record. So let's go champ here. Champ, big boys. What do you got on the big guys?
My bad. Did you say the odds on it? I'm sure Romanoff's ungodly big.
But not too bad. He's minus 340. It's wide, but a lot of these lines are wide, and Tabora is plus 280.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm surprised Tabora is getting some respect here. Dude's got an 82% takedown defensive takedown rate, which is pretty fucking good. But he's really fought a lot of strikers. I'm going with Romanoff smash here. I can't not do it. He's done it. Other than the Juan Espacino fight, Juan Espacino is a very good fucking fighter. He's just a little old and extremely good looking and tan. But
how many chicks do you think Juan Espacino is fucking right now? I say at least a dozen.
At least 3. Oh, that doesn't.
He's in a huge circle bed that fits 30, and he's got at least like 12.
That's Amir Khan you're thinking of.
No, him too.
Amir Khan. Amir Khan's got
picture.
chicks, but he's got a queen size bed. He ain't got one of these round ones like Spina. Spina's the most interesting man in the world. Amir Khan, he's Finland. He can only fit that queen in his little apartment.
But yeah, Romanoff smash. I think Tabora will put up potentially a good fight on maybe like 1 or 2 takedowns. But if Romanoff just sticks to it, gets him up against the cage, and once he gets him down, that's a wrap. You're not getting back up. He's just gonna fucking Donkey Kong you, and then first round knockout.
Yeah. So I actually I never do this. Usually if I give out a pick publicly, I stick with it. I gave Tabora out on the Interconforian. It was an underdog play. I am now reversing. Ooh, look who just entered the chat. Smash,
baby.
Jackson. Congratulations, Ashley, on the baby Timbo coming. Can't wait. I switch it. I text the boys today, said I'm switching my pick. Romanoff on the embeddeds. He looks to be in incredible shape. He's trimmed up a lot of his body fat. He actually left Moldova and went to Phuket, Thailand, and trying to train at Tiger Muay Thai. I absolutely love that. He's rounding out his game. And both these guys want to do the same thing. They want to get the fight to the ground and be on top. Tabora is not great off his back. Romanoff is the better wrestler for sure. And I just think Romanoff is eventually going to get that takedown and put him away. Tabora's also been kind of a little weak-chinned. He's been knocked out before. He's kind of stirred himself up lately, but he still has the tendency to get hit. And even though Romanoff hasn't really proven to be this elite guy in the feet, that guy hits hard, But I agree with Timbo. I think this is going to go to the ground. I think this is going to It'd be a King Kong, Donkey Kong smash fest, and it's going to be over here. I like inside the distance. I like the under, and I think Romanoff is just going to waste no time to get on this guy because I think the longer it goes, Romanoff has proven in the Espino fight, you let guys hang around, I might get tired, even though I think he's in the best shape of his life. So completely 180, taking the chalk, taking the Romanoff, and I'm so confident in this, he's a Slimeball candidate. So there's that. So maybe I wait to the end. Christian, tell us we're wrong. Heavyweights are your bread and butter, babe. Let go.
Those breakdowns are beautiful. It's going to be hard to tell you you're wrong when you're.
It's not forever.
Yeah, when you're breaking it down like that.
I got to play that.
It's hard to tell you guys much. I think he learned a lot from that Juan Espino fight. Juan Espino. Look, and Espino won that fight too. That was a bad decision.
Tough.
Yeah, well, you know who I bet in that fight. He really is.
Me and you both, babe. Me and you both.
He's looked a lot better. Okay, yeah, you go throw.
Bangkok ready, Romanoff. There you go. Bangkok. I'm sorry. There's a little bit of a lag between us. You guys are chopping out on my end, so I don't know when you're talking and stuff.
Yeah, there's like the video.
And too many people in the chat. StreamYard's like, there's a million people in here. We can't hang on to this shit. Or it's that fucking thin air in Denver that's fucking your Wi-Fi up. Let's get it together, babe.
Oh man, they've been out here working on our Wi-Fi like all week while Molly's working, and she has not been happy about it. So it's probably me.
Yeah.
I'll plug it in a month from now. So yeah, you guys broke it down perfectly. Romanov, if he can get a takedown, look, he's a guy that attempts 6 or 7 takedowns per 15 minutes. Tabora defends at an 82% rate, which is really good, but Romanov's not going to stop trying, and I do think his cardio is better. So if it takes the whole first round and he really can't get it, he's still going to be cage pushing the whole time. Mm-hmm. That 82% is going to give at some point. And if I sound like Yanni the Greek right now, if it's in the early second round, you guys are right. Like Ashley said, like Timbo said, like Brian said, smash. Oh, and like Quavo said, smash.
Yeah, Romanoff. And one thing I love about Romanoff is he left Moldova, which isn't easy for him, went to Thailand, and then he went out to Utah like 3 weeks in advance because of the elevation. And he was like on the embeddeds, he's like hitting mitts in the parking lot, right? And he looked really leaned out. I like that. I like all the things we're seeing here. He has a ton of potential. His wrestling's high level. He just hasn't fought anybody yet. This is a really good test for him. All right, main card time. This is what the people want. This is what people are here for.
Not this
Tyson
first fight.
Pedro.
Oh, excuse me. I thought it was Wu. My bad. I thought it was Wu was the first fight.
Oh, no. First fight, Tyson Pedro, minus 730 is what I have him at. An old hairy Hunsucker, plus 530. I'll lead the dance here because I got a little history with Harry. So
some heat.
Okay. So I can't say things without proof now. So I need to kind of dance the line because obviously there's no video of this. Harry and I sparred back in about, I think 2010, 2011. He was still an amateur. It was somewhere in buttfuck Kentucky because there were some fights or whatever. And things went well for one of us. I'll leave it at that. It went really well for one of us. And now one of us is talking fights, the other one's in the UFC. Whoever Harry Hunsucker manager is, needs an award because this guy has one win on the regional scene with someone over 500. He's fought bums. Anybody he's fought worth a damn is finished him. It's never been down the first round, I don't think, and got smoked on the Contender Series by Jarrett Vanderaa. Made Jarrett Vanderaa look like a stud. Jarrett Vanderaa goes and calls out Sergey Spivak, goes and get finished like a month later. Like, you ain't ready for that, bro. And then he just, fights Tai Tuivasa, gets absolutely butchered. But I will say, as much as I'm shitting on Harry here, he's a guy that goes for it, right? So if you're looking at a Hail Mary, if you go, I'm down to my last dollar, $5, $10, whatever, I think it's 25-1 for Harry to win in the first round. Tyson Pedro's been knocked out before. Harry throws bombs and he's willing to throw. He gets after you early, wants to get out of the first round or doesn't want to get out of the first round. But with that being said, obviously I'm taking Tyson Pedro here. I think he submits him. Tyson Pedro has a ton of submissions before he came to the UFC. He's absolutely massive for 205 pounds. And I think the UFC sees something in this kid because he had 4 years off with a brutal injury, like 2 horrible knee injuries. And they go, hey, we'll give you Ike Villanueva when you come back. And he's probably like, damn, okay, thanks. 2 months later, like, we're going to give you Harry Hunsucker. Who? Oh, fuck it. Yeah, let's go. He's got suck in his name. I'll take that fight. So yeah, I like Tyson Pedro big here. Obviously the line is absurd, but you know, you got to go props here. I think Tyson can knock him out. I think Tyson can finish him. I think it's going to happen in the first round. Maybe betting the over could, if Harry decides cutting down to 205, it fits his frame more. He's a little more durable. Maybe it can go over, and that's going to be a nice number for you. But I see Tyson Pedro by fucking murder, whatever he wants. Christian, go take Harry here, babe.
Okay. So yeah, Harry's going down to light heavyweight. His one advantage I thought at heavyweight was his hands were kind of quick, I think, to some of those bigger guys. Like, you know, he looked like he moved pretty well. So now he's fighting a light heavyweight. So he's still smaller than the guy he's fighting. So he lost his size and he lost his speed advantage. That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Tyson Pedro's manager. He said that good. It's like
both these guys' managers are great. Like Harry's 7-5. He's in the UFC. Tyson Pedro's manager goes, you know, they probably offer him like Paul Craig or something like that. And he goes, how about Harry Hunsucker? Okay.
So he's about to get, I mean, a train run on him by three big Polynesian, like Aboriginal dudes, and it's or maybe he won't. Because
that is weird. I didn't even think about that. He has fought 3 teammates in a row: Ty, Tafa, and now Tyson. Oh, this is going to be a fucking murder show, right? Yeah. So
this guy's a little different than the other two, though. He's a little bit slower. He's gonna try some leg kicks. I think he's got more submissions and knockouts. A little different kind of a fight, and I think he could make a mistake trying to go out there and kick the leg really hard because Harry doesn't know what moving backwards is. He only moves forward or to the canvas. Those are the only 2 directions he moves. So give me Harry Hunsucker. Give me him by a round 1 knockout. Yep.
You're full shit.
Yes.
Give me him. You're taking that for real?
Yeah. And give me him by a round 1 knockout. This is what I hate about doing the podcast on Thursday because I listened to Dogger Pass and they were like plus 2,500. And I was thinking that all week.
I listened to half of it. I listened to half of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's gone. It got down.
It came down. Yeah. Okay. People probably listening to that. You know, Paul Shag gave that out.
It's a big show.
I mean, it makes sense that he could knock him out. But listen, if I know my experience with Harry was 12 years ago and you know, things have changed. But if Tyson Pedro can't take a Harry Hunsucker punch, probably doesn't need to be in this sport. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know, the guy had pillows attached to his wrists as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, so we'll leave it at that. Timbo, I mean, are you gonna celebrate if you get this right? Are you gonna be like, I knew it, I'm fucking smart? Are you gonna do that? I want you to. You deserve it.
You talking about Christian?
Christian, right? It is a nuts on your table bet. Like if you go, I knew it. Because you're like, I like the number. Like, how are you gonna handle this,
bro? I've done it every time, so if I'll never have the chance again after this. And
okay, I want you to moonwalk. I want you to fucking dance. Like literally, send a video of you on Twitter just fucking dancing on people's graves. All right, Timbo, what do you like in this fight, babe?
That 16-1 first round for Harry Hunsucker will be getting sprinkled on for me. That is crazy. That's wild. For how. You know, not
he throws. He's never been out of the first round, and he fucking throws.
Yeah, but other than that, Tyson Pedro will be in all of my parlays. So leave it at
that. So your official pick is Tyson, just for the record here.
Yes, sir.
All right, babe.
That number's come down. There's a few of them. Romanov has come down. Pedro's come down. They're about $1 difference than they were from. So I print this sheet off of ESPN on Tuesday, I think. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so they both moved to minus 800 and minus 450 down to like, you know, at 370 or whatever. Romanov's pretty palatable. So these lines are all kind of moving back, you know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when lines are wide like this, they tend to move a lot. People see value and they're like, not every favorite's going to win. We got to take dog shots here, right? Mm-hmm. So All right, let's get through this next fight. I don't know why this is on a pay-per-view. Lucia Padova versus Yana and Wu. I'll go first. I'm taking Wu because she's the underdog. That's it. I don't really have much else. I'm taking Wu. So whoever wants to jump on the bone, go ahead.
I'll go. I got this one. I listened to you on Anakin Florida. I heard Pudilova do her name thing. She sounded like she was on the East German women's Olympic team. So give me her for that reason.
Okay. Christian's on Pudilova. Timbo?
I am taking a piss when this fight comes on, first and foremost. But secondly, give me Wu. She just seems to bring it more and be more active in the cage. Even she's lost 3 straights, but she's got 10 professional finishes, most of which are in China. Who the fuck knows who she's fighting over there? But Pudilova she was in the UFC. What's that?
Yeah, she was in the UFC. Got
goes the distance. Big time. That's the main bet.
Yeah. I don't like the side. She was in the UFC, got cut, went 5-1 on the regional scene, and now she's back. She was young when she came to the UFC, but like I don't understand the card placement. I don't want to be disrespectful to these fighters. I mean, listen, they're getting in there to fight, and they're athletes and stuff. But this is a low-level women's MMA fight. It just is. Miranda Maverick versus Shannon Young should be in the. If you're going to put a women's MMA fight in the main card, why isn't it Miranda Maverick? You know what I mean? I think she's a future star. I think she's an absolute stud. Makes more sense. But whatever. What the fuck do I know? I talked shit about that Yasmin fight last week. The both girls, Yasmin or whatever. And they were fucking studs, So this fight might be good, and I could be completely wrong, but I don't have much of a take on it. No, Kristen says no.
No, Pudilova's got like a fight of the year candidate, and Wu Yanan throws down. It's just it's not a bad fight. It's where it is. You look at the fight above it, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So
why?
It's hard to spend time on it with what we have in front of us.
Sure. Yeah. Right. And I want to get to the next fight because I think the next fight's the most intriguing. Obviously, it's the closest lined fight on this card. I think we're going to have different takes on it. Jose Aldo, King of Rio, baby, +110 versus Mayrob. It's not Murab. It's Mayrob. Dwalishvili -130. I've already given my take on this fight, so I want to hear from the boys. Let's go, Christian first. Christian, give me this fight here. What do you think?
Mayrob.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Mayrob
Dvalishvili.
Really? Yeah, the V's or W's is what John Anik said. Yeah.
I've been trying to practice it all week and I still can't. I'm like Marab.
I'm still gonna say Marab. I've always said Marab, and but I'm trying to clean it up, try to be a little more buttoned up, trying to be not even John Anik because I'll never be as good as him, but maybe like 25% John Anik. Let's do that.
Man, that'd be good.
That'd be really good.
Still be the second best pronunciator in the game. All right, this fight is awesome. I think everybody thinks that. What else?
Hang on a second. You were chunking bad there. All right, go ahead.
So this fight is great. I think.
I got him. I can hear him fine.
You got him?
Yeah.
Maybe it's you.
He's flashing it out on me.
All right. Well, I'll just go. So Merab is
there. You go.
He's been on quite a roll lately. He's obviously got a very unique style. I mean, there's no comparison like him. I should have pulled up the stats before this one. I'll do that real quick.
I know he's been fucking insanity on DFS. He's been
he's busted the slate his last 5. It says I don't even know how many fights. Probably since when he lost to Simone. He breaks the slate every time, puts up 160 points in a decision. It's you have to have him. So yeah, this one's really interesting for DFS. I'll let you speak on that one, Timbo.
Got you.
But yeah, it's Jose Aldo's been taken down. I mean, I've heard this stat ad nauseum all week. More than once ever by Frankie Edgar, and he won that fight. And Merab's takedowns, he gets, I don't even know how many per 15 minutes, but a lot. The most of anybody in the UFC for sure. The thing is, he can't keep anybody down, and Jose Aldo will be able to get up. Merab's striking is getting better-ish. I don't know if he's going to really be willing to trade blows like he did with Marlon Moraes, though. I think Aldo is I've heard this a lot this week. I think Aldo is a great pick here. I really don't see how Merab beats him because I don't think he can hold him down. I think he can take him down. This is the damage era of scoring. And he doesn't seem to do it on the ground. He really does a lot. I mean, when he's throwing, he throws hand bones, but Aldo's striking is going to be much better. I like Jose here, and I like him by a knockout. And
who
is that right?
I do. And that's like plus 400 or 500. This is like when
nice
you have
number.
like I don't need, I don't watch any tape, but this one, I can just imagine these two fighters because I watch all of their fights. Like I have never missed, I mean, in 3 years at least, haven't missed either of them. Aldo has looked phenomenal at 135. I mean, he looks like a skeleton during weigh-ins, and I'm sure he will again tomorrow. Merab will have that dead animal on his head.
His face is always really sunken in. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one I'm not an X's and O's guy. I can just see it in my head, like almost like a reverse Conor McGregor situation. This guy rushes in and he just eats a punch. Their striking is nowhere near each other. Merab can't hold people down. The only reason you score that many takedowns is because you let people get up. And Jose Aldo's going to get up. If Merab can take him down. Yeah. Hey.
Hey. Great.
With the belt.
With the fucking strap. Mama Costello.
Strap Mama.
Strap Mama. She's in there. So your pick is Jose by knockout. I love the bold prediction. That's a nuts on your table. And that's a good, listen, I mean, even if I disagree with it, I'm still a gambler. I got to like the take. I got to respect your opinion. I got to respect the fucking value as well, because that is definitely something I can see happen. This is MMA. Timbo, what do you got in this fight, babe?
You nailed it. I respect the take. I'd love to see Jose Aldo win because I hate crotch sniffers, but damn it, I'm gonna bet every fucking one of them. And Merab's another one. Dude's built different, bro. Like, yeah, you can get up all you want, but you're going back down. And while you're trying to get back up and while you're trying to not be taken down, that leads just for minimal offense. Like, unless we see a Aldo flashback and he hits a fucking flying knee, like he did against fucking Chad Mendez, that was fucking brutal. But yeah, I'm all over Merab in this one, and I don't want that to happen. I'm betting Merab pretty fucking heavily, but I won't be upset if he loses just because I got that kind of respect for Aldo, and I love the guy. He's a legend, but he's running into a buzzsaw in this one, and it's going to be sad to see because if you remember, granted, it was 5th round when he was just on the ground against Jan, just getting fucking tore up. That could happen here. So give me Merab.
Give us the DFS breakdown on this one.
Oh, it's Merab all fucking day, especially if you use draft.
The last points for Merab, I mean, that 74 is an unusual one, but these are fucking monster numbers.
He broke the slate twice out of 2
Yeah,
or 4.
I mean,
because
they give credits for every they give points for every takedown, and then you get points additionally for control time, and that's his fucking bread and butter. And he also throws strikes while he's down there, and usually gets an early finish. So I mean, he just checks specifically for DFS. I'm fucking hammering him.
Checks
but
I haven't brought this up because they're not a sponsor. But have you guys checked out Prize Picks or anything like that?
Yeah, I have.
People been pushing that. Have you?
Yeah,
I haven't checked it out yet.
I'm waiting for a promo code from somebody.
I used the promo code, and I gotta say, I don't really. I can bet legally, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, I like it because it's like some of the things are like they're ridiculous, and I'm a prop guy, so I'm like, like some of the takedown lines. It's like Jason Witt like over 2.5 takedowns. It's like, well, I'll give him a chance to get it because I mean I've seen it before. He gets 3 or 4 and then gets knocked out right after.
Yeah. Guy's chin is just tough. Nick Session, Aldo, round 4.
3-rounder, unfortunately.
3-rounder. If it was a 5-rounder, I actually would really favor Merab. So this was going to be my anchor, my slime ball when I picked this on Monday. I was very confident in Merab. Obviously, I get called biased because, I'm doing a show with Ray and everything. I really, truly, honestly am not. I really like Merab's style. But then I started thinking about it, and I didn't listen to any podcast all this week to sway my opinion. I did listen to Dogger Pass today, but half of it, and they broke this down fight perfectly. Aldo, his boxing is phenomenal. Like, he can put anybody out for sure. And Merab has been hit before. I mean, Marlon Moraes almost put him out, and he's got incredible heart. You obviously heard the takedown stuff, but the one thing is Aldo doesn't do well with pressure. You look at Max Holloway. Holloway pressured him and broke him. Petr Yan, Aldo looked great in those beginnings of those rounds, and then Yan started finding his distance, finding his range, and pressured him and broke him. Aldo obviously has looked phenomenal at 135. I think he has no problem going 3 rounds. Problem is Merab is being labeled the machine. He's being labeled different. This is the fight to prove it, because I said on the breakdown on Anik and Florian, I think when Edgar would go for 1 or 2 takedowns and he didn't get it, or if he did get it, he just give up. Well, Rob's taking this guy down, or at least trying to, at least 50 times. He's going to try to break that will. And his striking's awkward enough that it's going to give guys like Aldo, who's very perfect with his hands, problems. Awkward strikers against really technical strikers. Takes him a while to figure that out. While he's trying to figure that out, I think Merab's going to be pushing forward and looking for those takedowns and mixing things up and confusing them. I see Merab winning a decision here, but I do think the value is on Aldo. I think Aldo by KO at plus 450, like Christian said, especially the way we saw Merab versus Marlon Moraes last time out. I think that's a great number, but I'm going to go Merab here. Minus 130, I think is a good deal. That's a straight bet, no parlay. So I was confident. Now I'm not. I'm not going to put him in a parlay. That's a straight bet for me. Timbo, what's up, man?
I got something for you. Hold on. Well, first and foremost, avoid white noise. Shout out to my beautiful woman talking about those girls were banging.
Nice, those girls
nice choice
were
of words
banging,
there.
actually.
But they were going after it.
Banging.
But I think we might. I'm trying to see what the fucking line is, but I think we might see a first timer this weekend. I think we might see Aldo get submitted. I could see that happening, man.
Wow, that's a bold prediction.
Aldo it is. I mean, crazy. It's never happened, but I mean, he hasn't lost often, obviously. But let's see what this is here.
Aldo, his takedown defense
11-1. 11-1. That's crazy.
His takedown defense is really good. But when you watch guys break him and then he gets put on his back, like because Max finished him on the ground, Petr Yan brutalized him on the ground. If you get put on the back, it's a problem. And Merab, I know he has all these takedown records because guys get up. His top control is not that great. But I do think if he takes him down in that third round, it's going to be, Merab doesn't get tired. I mean, the guy just doesn't get fucking tired. It's crazy. It's a very interesting fight because I have so much respect for Aldo. He's been in the game forever. I mean, he fought Kenny Florian back in 2011. That's crazy. You know what I mean? He's been around forever, and he's still not that old. And I think 135 is
allegedly not that old.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Albert Pujols,
bro. What do you mean, bro?
Yeah, he might be pushing 50. Yeah, it's like Albert Pujols.
Hey man, come on, man. We all can't look as good as you, Christian. Sorry, man.
I think he might be younger than me, actually.
I know
35.
He is. I think. Yeah, he's younger than me. I just turned 36.
He ain't younger than us.
I remember Alistair Overeem said that about Ngannou when he fought Ngannou, and they're like, "What do you think about Ngannou?" And he goes, "Well, I think he's older than they say. Where's his birth certificate?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Because he thought he's like fucking 50. Aldo wins by decision, I think. Let's get the chat here. Over under how many times the broadcast says Aldo should throw leg kicks going 3-5.
Oh, 3.5 times during the fight.
Yeah, during the fight, over
leg
round. Kicks for sure. Merab gasses Aldo. I like that take by Kieran there.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
I know I'm a dumbass round 3 decision. There you go, babe. Just to complete the show. Oh yeah, he wants me to put on a hat. Listen, last time I put on a hat, I got arrested because it's illegal to cover this up. This thing is thick.
You got that Aaron Hernandez hairline. That thing is down there still.
Let me tell you something. You run your hands through this fucking thing, it gets lost. I told my wife, who does hair for a living, I'm like, I'm the thickest hair you had, right? And she goes, no. And then when I grew my hair out, she was like, running her hands through it. And she's like, I gotta tell you, it's probably the thickest hair I ever had. Problem is with thick hair, when you grow it out, it doesn't lay right. Like, I was trying to grow it out and cut it, and I gave it away.
That's right.
Yeah, and you get it like Christian. Like my buddy has the thinnest hair ever, and he can slick it back and look like fucking Bradley Cooper from The Hangover. Mine just goes this way, and like if I don't wash it for a day, it's like just grease, and I'm like, shit, I gotta fix that. That's not thick hair it's cool, but when it gets longer in this, it's a dog. It's a shit show. All right, come in event. We got Paulo Costa minus 360 versus Luke Rockhold plus 295. Basically, these guys are the same person. One's from Brazil, one's from America. They don't fight the same, though. Luke Rockhold, it's been well documented. It's been well said all this week. Hasn't won a fight since 2017. Dave Branch. And Paulo Costa hasn't won a fight since 2019 against Joel Romero, which to me seems 10 years ago. It's crazy. The Vettori fight was very competitive. He absolutely froze and got stomped out by Izzy. This is an interesting fight. Even though it doesn't make sense, it does make sense. I've said that a million times, but it just does because they're not like none of these guys. Luke Rockhold's calling for a title shot if he wins. Bro, you haven't won a fight in 5 years. You never defended your belt. What are you talking about? Christian, I'm gonna let you break this one down. I feel like you got some takes on this one here, babe. So give me the co-main event. What do you like?
Shout out to David, the Executive Branch, one of the best nicknames in UFC history.
That was his nickname, the Executive.
I didn't know that was his nickname. That's sick.
That's dope.
Isn't that
That's
good?
dope.
So a lot of my breakdown is Luke Rockhold, what I know about him, because the last time he fought, I was a baseball DFS guy. I would like the fights where I probably still am a casual, but I was an extra casual back then. You could read the comments real quick.
No, I'm just popping them on the screen, just letting people know
All
we're here. We're here for them.
All right.
Keep with your breakdown, babe. I don't want to distract you.
Yeah, I know. We'll have to get a better system for the comments now that there's so many.
Yeah, we got to get off this shitty platform. I hate StreamYard. Sorry, StreamYard.
Look, Rockhold has a shitty chin. This is a guy I actually do have to watch tape on, because I don't recall ever seeing a fight of his live. So I'm like, all right, who is this guy other than people say he's attractive? I kind of think he's weird looking. I remember hearing about that millionaire matchmaker thing. I just didn't know it was him. And that guy is, I mean, I hate saying it like this, but he's like a tool. He's a creep.
Oh, he's the worst. Yeah.
Look, he's got good ground to pound. If he gets on top of Costa, that's what I see. That's that's his only path to victory. But he hasn't done shit except for get finished, lose grappling bouts, or beat grappling cans, if that's what they call it over there. Look, I don't think the chin never recovers. Ask Kamaworthy, ask Jason Witt, ask Cody Garbrandt.
Ask Andre Arlovski, motherfucker.
Yeah.
A little different name. It's an exception, but I got you. My bad.
Andre Arlovski is the only one that's been able to fix his chin. I don't know how he did it. I mean, because he's taking shots. His defense has gotten a lot better, but he's also taking clean shots and just goes, huh, I'm the pit bull. I can't do his voice. Fuck. Sorry.
I don't think, Luke Rockhold doesn't have anywhere. He turned Demi Lovato into a they.
Nice. I love that meme. Nice. I was going to bring it up.
There's a meme? I thought that was original content.
That's a meme. You liar. It's on.
I swear.
It's literally like there's like a picture of Demi Lovato sitting with him at the fights, and she's gorgeous.
Oh.
And there's a picture of her recently where she's got like her own bangs are cut and she looks a little not so good. And they're like, when you date Luke Rockhold, after you date Luke Rockhold.
My Instagram game is so soft. I literally missed Tim's birthday because that's how little I check it. But all right. So yeah, I thought I was clever with that one, but just stealing other people's content without knowing it. So yeah, Paulo de Racer Costa, you said it well. Another handsome son bitch from Brazil. Drinks way too much wine. Who knows if he'll make weight? We'll find out tomorrow morning.
It's true.
But
he looks lean though. He looks. I mean, I saw him at the presser day, and it's like he looks lean. The best I've ever seen him for sure.
Look, but Tori wasn't able to get him down. I sure as hell don't think Luke Rockhold's gonna be able to. Like 4 years is a lot of time off. Coming in against a good fighter. This ain't no Marion Renault, Misha Tate situation. Paulo Costa just fought Marvin Vettori and Israel Adesanya. He is in his prime, and he looked respectable in both of those fights. And I don't think mentally he was all there. Like I think the weigh-in's going to tell us a lot. This is easy. That dusty old chin he's getting finished, and he's getting finished early. Rockhold is washed, and he's washed, dried, and folded into retirement. This is over.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I lost both of you guys. Got the tail end of it. I wanted to take Luke Rockhold so bad as underdog. Like when I do the Florian picks, I want to give an underdog. I don't want to be chalk, but I couldn't. That's why I went Tabora, and then I was like, yeah, fuck it. But the more I listened to Dog or Pass, they broke it down perfectly. The more I listened to Luke's interview, where he's just oblivious to his own downside. So, and even Kenny Florian. When I said and Kenny Florian's a G, I said I don't think Rockhold might not have that worse of a chin. I think it's his defense. And Kenny's like, I think his chin is just that bad. And when it's coming from a guy like Kenny, I'm gonna take it. And I rewatched his fights, and he's winning the Yole fight, or at least he's competitive in the first couple rounds, and then he gets smoked in the third. He's clinching and grappling Jan, and then gets absolutely put out by a head kick at the end of the first. Goes into the second, gets put out. The guy just defensively is bad, and he just can't take it. He's always talking about mental toughness. This whole week's all been about mental. This guy's mental. I think, he's hyping himself up, because when you get knocked out as many times as you do and you're a professional fighter, you have to worry about your chin. My little experience in the gym, there was a guy in the gym who would get dropped a lot at practice, and people had to sit him down and say, I don't know if this is for you. Like, you're getting dropped with headgear. And that's a tough conversation, especially if that's what you want to do. I don't know if Luke Rockhold's ever going to do that because he's a high star athlete. He's marketable. So they're never going to do that. But the facts are there that he's 37, 38 years old. It's not getting better for you. He's had this weird chip on his shoulder all week, very preachy. I don't love that. So I completely flipped. I was always on Costa, but now I'm so confident in Costa. And I believe Steven Glensberg, where's he at? Steven Glensberg, Costa round 2 is perfect. You look at Costa's finishes, most of them come in round 2. I think round 1, Luke's going to try to stay away. I don't think his hands are that great. He's got great kicks. He's going to stay away, clinch him up, try to take him down because his top game is very, very good. Don't know if that's going to happen. Then Costa's going to catch him in round 2. Costa hits too hard. He knows how to close the distance. He's not going to be afraid of Luke. He's going to feel him out. Round 2 KO by Costa, I love. Slimeball candidate as well. I'm all over Costa here. Timbo, champ, what do you got, babe?
Yeah, 3 makes a crowd, and I want to be crowded in this bitch. I'm going with Paulo as well. Man, I love prick asshole Luke Rockhold when he was a champ. I loved it. I love that shit. When
really?
I never arrogant motherfucker. Like
I usually like that. Like I love Floyd because he can back it up. Like Floyd talked all that shit, and he's like, no one's beating this guy, right? But with Luke, I never liked it. You know what I mean? Even though I didn't think he was very good, it never clicked with me.
I briefly liked it until
It was a short run.
Yeah, and granted, you know, in his defeats, like he was fighting some fucking killers. It was Jan and was it Anthony? I mean, was it dude that fucking?
It was Yoel. His last 3
Yoel
fights,
Romero and then Jan.
Dave Branch, Yoel Romero, and then Jan Blachowicz, all within 5 years. Yeah.
So I mean,
he's not very active.
Getting KO'd by Jan and getting KO'd by Yoel, I mean, that's nothing to be too ashamed of, except when you talk shit like Luke Rockhold used to do. But again, like dusty old chin, been away from the game. I don't know. Who knows how much he's been training with AKA. And I just
he wasn't AKA when Khabib was there, but he's Perillo's guy now. He's in LA.
No shit.
With Perillo. He's been with Perillo for a little bit. He used to go to Florida. He used to be at Sanford, left Sanford. Now he's like kind of just traveling between LA and Northern California. But problem with AKA is there's no big guys there anymore. You know, Khabib's 200 fucking pounds bricked up, but DC doesn't train. Kane's in jail. Tatum Temple. Right. This is the Paulo Costa win, round 1 and 2 parlay with Usman under. This girl's sharp right here. She follows me on Twitter. She's sharp. She shares her bet MMA tips with me. She's sharp.
I'll follow her when we get off of there.
No doubt.
Of course, the last fight's gonna go the distance, but I love the round 1 too. I like that minus 135. It gives you both of everything you could want in that fight. Minus 135. That's a sharp read.
Yeah, I think, you know, Costa's just, you know, Christian said it best. He's fighting high level guys, and you look at Luke Rockhold. Yeah, he got knocked out by high level guys, but Dave Branch rocked him bad in that fight.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, Dave Branch is a grappler. I know he knocked out Santos, but that dude's a grappler, and he fucking buzzed Rockhold, potholed him. And I remember Rockhold, this corner was screaming at him, "Put your fucking hands up!" And I remember I'm looking at he was grappling with me, I'm okay, just relax. Like, dude, relax. We've seen you sleep on the canvas 100 times. Bisping knocked you out, which on like 3 days' notice, bro. What are you talking about?
One eye.
I like arrogance. You know, I think it's important to be arrogant when you're a fighter, but there's also got to be a little bit of self-awareness in there. And I think Luke Rockhold's just completely missing the self-awareness part of it, right? Because if you're a fighter, you're going in there, you gotta be feeling yourself, you gotta be fucking jacked up, but also you also kind of gotta have a little self-awareness when you're not in fight mode. He's sitting there talking about, how do you feel about these last losses, and blah, blah. He's getting asked the same questions, and he just goes, I'm the fucking man, and it's like, huh, really? Okay. I think we're all on the same side here with Costa. Yeah. Again, there's gonna be a big upset on this card. I hope it's Harry Hunsucker and Figgy. Christian gets paid. Figgy's another good one. But let's go to the main event here. Kamaru Usman, minus 360 versus Leon Edwards, plus 295. You guys know who I'm picking. You want me to go first or go last? Because you guys know who I'm picking. I actually don't know who you guys are picking.
I like it when you take it home. It's always
okay. Go ahead.
Always,
Christian, go first, then Timbo, then I'll go.
All right. Well, look, we don't hardly ever text about our reads on fights unless it's like, you know, out in advance and we see a good betting line. Look, Usman is so good. And Edwards is massive. Usman looks big for 170. And I've heard the way John Anik talks about it, how big Leon Edwards is in real life. It's like he stands next to Ngannou and they look like the same size. That might be the only cause for concern, other than he's probably a better striker. But look, if Leon Edwards does, all fights start standing, and I could see Leon Edwards kind of having that technical advantage and maybe getting Usman, but he doesn't have that aggression that somebody like Gilbert Burns does to kind of clip a guy like Usman. He's Mr. Fundamentals. He's like Tim Duncan of MMA. You know what he's going to do. You know when he's going to do it. Obviously, these guys have fought before. I mean, you're good about giving the backstory. I'm just going to give you my read on the fight. It's kind of wild to me that the reach difference goes to Usman. Obviously, we've seen Usman become a better, more crisp, and much more powerful striker over the last 2-3 years. That what Whitman's done with him is great. That wrestling's not going anywhere, though. If he does get clipped, if he's losing the striking, he's going to take him down, grind him, rinse, repeat. He's going to foot stomp him. I'm just waiting for that foot stomp finish at some point. Shout out to Molly, my wife. That's her favorite move in MMA is the foot stomp. So, yep.
I've been foot stomped, and obviously I've never been in a fight, but I have been foot stomped, and it fucking sucks. When your adrenaline's going, it probably isn't that bad. But when the guy did it to me, and I said, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? I need these toes." The hell's going? He's like, "Oh yeah, just muscle memory, muscle memory, your face." Sorry. That was just a little
Usman's takedowns are. If he wants to get him down, he'll get him down. He kickboxed with Colby Covington, but he already knocked it. But he's knocked him out once, and Colby Covington doesn't really get knocked out by anybody. So the power's there. Masvidal's I think had been finished once ever in like 50 fights,
and it was bullshit finish too. Rodrigo Dam got him. It was a horrible decision or horrible ref stoppage. Yeah.
So I love Usman is so good. When people talk about him and the GOAT conversation, he's there. He has everything. I just don't see a path for Leon Edwards. He's going to lose at some point, and I think the only reason is people hitch on. They're like, this is going to be the one. This is going to be the one. This is the easiest fight. Fighting Colby is 10 times more difficult. He already beat this guy once. He solved the puzzle.
Timbo did not like that.
He solved the puzzle already once, and it took him. It took him 4 minutes to solve the puzzle, and then it was and it wrecked him from there on out. He's going to do it again. Twitter's going to blow up. Nigerian 419 Stam's going to be everywhere. It's Usman all day. And this mortal lot candidate.
I'm sorry, what?
Mortal lot candidate.
Nice. I don't have that sound effect anymore. I'm sorry. I had a bunch of lists of things to get on my board and things got away from me. Let's look at the chat here. This is the guy. This is my buddy at work who will not let me. He's bothering me about why I'm not coming in tomorrow. So everyone in the chat, boo this guy, because not only does he think Leon Edwards is going to win easily, he just said Rocco by head kick. So let's kick him out of the chat.
Wait, that should just parlay those two things. You don't have to go to work. You will have to go to work on Monday, my man.
That's true. A little late, but Aldo wins a fly knee KO. Sleep on the old man knees, and he will sleep you. Nick Sesson says, this is a big upset y'all been talking about. Edwards plus 300 sprinkle on decision. Woo, a lot of people on Edwards here. I think Kieran's on Edwards. Edwards by decision as well. Edwards got them Burger King hands. Usman KO, TKO. I don't know what that means, but I fucking love it. I'm stealing it. Thank you. Josh Rocky winning. Damn, dude. Every champion will have had his grade until they are not. Man.
Rocky's got some support in this motherfucker.
Tell you what, man.
I was wondering why the line's staying tight. It's the MMA takes people.
I will say about this, I've seen a lot of fighters, and I'm a bigger guy. I've seen a lot of fighters in person. I've never seen Leon Edwards, but John has mentioned how big he is. 6'2", very lean, but ripped up. The only fighter I've seen I've been literally arm's length from Andre Arlovski, and I thought like, yeah, he's okay size, but I wasn't blown away. Curtis Blades, though, was felt like the biggest motherfucker. Everything on him was thick. I'm like, that dude is huge. So I want to get that out of the way because some guys just when you're next to him, like John was next to Leon, I was like, this fucking guy's massive. Timbo, what's your take here? I love how you shook your head at Christian. What do you think about this fight?
Well, just let's pump the brakes on Usman a tiny bit. I mean, because he fought Colby and he finished him, but he honestly got pieced up in both of those fights. Like they were very close fights. Both of those fights were extremely close.
I told you to hold off on those lukewarm takes, Timbo.
I'll give you my opinion after you go ahead. I'm sorry, Tim.
Colby is not a natural striker. Colby has no business striking with anybody. He's going to take everybody else down other than Usman. That's why it's a bad matchup for him. But I'm still going to ride with Usman here. But I think it's going to be a lot closer than people are giving Edwards credit for. And honestly, I think the line's about right, if not maybe a little bit closer in Leon's favor. Because I think it was on Andy Kaflor and they were talking about it and how he's multi-time champ. Kind of. Usman should just be a huge favorite here. And I don't think so, man. I think Edwards can fight patient. I think Usman's going to have to go for takedowns if he wants to win this fight. Because Usman, granted, he's been working. Of course, I just went brain dead. Trevor Whitman. He's been working with Trevor Whitman. Yeah, he's looked good against Colby, and he did land a huge shot against Masvidal.
And Burns.
But he also got rocked by Burns and also by and also by Colby. And didn't he get rocked one more time?
I don't know about rocked. He got tagged.
Well, no, he got tagged, and then he said he got poked in the eye.
That's bullshit. I think I've watched that fight so many times. It's a clear eye. He definitely didn't get rocked. I mean, listen, anyway, go ahead, Timbo. Who do you got?
No, you're good. I like the dialogue.
Yeah. That's my guy. That's my guy.
I'll likely bet this fight to go over like 3.5, but I'm gonna ride with Usman. He is the man. I think he's tier 1 pound for pound now with Volk. So give me Usman. But I would not be surprised if Leon outpoints him. I would not be surprised.
Right. So I think Leon, the line's his way. Leon's fought nobody. Let's just get that out of the way. Okay. He's beaten nobody. He's on a 10-fight win streak. Look at his fucking record, man. Gunnar Nelson, Nate Diaz. I mean, come on. I mean, Nate Diaz isn't a 70-pounder. I don't care what anybody says. He's fought nobody. Kamaru Usman's fought the best of the best, and he's continuing to fight the best of the best. One thing that concerns me about Usman is obviously he is getting hand happy, right? And sometimes in the exchanges, he does the head thing and kind of throws a little bit, but his jab's powerful. Leon's been put down a lot. RDA almost slept him. Fucking Nate Diaz almost slept in that 5th round. Leon's also gassed out too. Leon slowed down the Nate 5-round fight. He slowed down big time in the Gunnar Nelson fight. Got almost finished in that 3rd round. Definitely got lost. And I think Usman, who it just doesn't slow down. I mean, you saw the Colby fight. Colby, cardio king. Usman was there with him step for step. I think the first fight was close that he finished. I think the second fight obviously was close, but I had Usman winning. Didn't think Colby won at all. He got dropped again in that second fight. Usman's never been dropped by Colby. So anyway, to this fight, I think Leon has better skills on the feet. I think he has more weapons, but I think Usman has more weapons in MMA. I think he has the takedown advantage. I think Leon doesn't do well under pressure or with pressure. I think Usman's going to step forward. I think Usman's in that pocket right now. He's got confidence. He's got the hype. People call him the GOAT. Everything's working in his favor, and I think he matches up well. I think if he gets in trouble in the feet, he can take him down. I know Leon has worked on his takedown defense, and it's going to be hard to take him down, but Kamaru Usman, I think, is one of the best wrestlers, is the best wrestler at 170. He's never been taken down, and Leon Edwards initiates a lot of grappling. He took Nate Diaz down a lot. Sometimes in the striking exchanges, he doesn't want to be in that fire. He tries to take people down. Usman's never been taken down before. That's going to be bad for him. Leon is good in the clinch. He's got some great elbows and punches out of the clinch, but so is Usman. I think it's going to be a competitive fight. I really do. I don't think this is a walk in the park by any means, but when you're getting the pound for pound best at minus 340 against a guy you already beat, yes, it was 7 years ago. I like that. Obviously, Usman's my guy. I'm clearly biased here. I like Usman late TKO. I can see him winning by decision. I really have to think about that, but I do see like a finish. I think he's going to want to go out there, prioritize a finish. Leon's never been finished in the UFC. And I think that's going to be like an important thing for him. So give me Usman. This is my Usman impression. He's LL Cool J. He's smooth, babe. Yeah, I'm the champion, babe. Wow, I fight for the title. He's smooth, man.
I'm going to let you finish, but please stop.
Is it fake? Nah, man. This is Kamaru. What's up, Tyron Woodley? And Tyron Woodley even said it too. He's like, why you got your R&B voice on? What are you doing? This is how I talk. Miss Kamaru Usman biting his lips and shit. I love Marty. I think I love the way he dresses. I love his style. I love his story. This is what I want more than anything. And this is like a dream. I want the UFC to go to Nigeria or anywhere in Africa. Because of all those historic boxing matches they did down there, have Kamaru Usman go down headline, have any of the several fighters they have.
Rumble in the jungle.
Imagine the scenes if they're in Lagos, Nigeria, and Kamaru Usman just takes off Colby's head again if they rematch or whoever. Like that gets me excited. Like, because I love when Aldo won in Rio and jumped in the crowd. Like that's electric. That's like a moment, and I want that moment for these African fighters, like an Izzy or even an Usman. I think that'd be so fucking special. All right, boys, we did pretty well there. Guess what? Lock City here. Got to give our locks. Timbo, you're the champ. You're strapped up. You're strapped daddy. So you get to pick mortal, dog, or send them home first. Whatever one, your best bet. Essentially, the board is yours. Get the strap out. Get the dust off. Let's see what you got.
Oh, it's dusty as hell. It's been a while, boys.
Yeah, mine's up there just rotting away. I haven't won in a while.
All right, let me see here.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
All right, we're going. Let me let me rock with my VA girl. I'm gonna take Miranda Maverick as my mortal.
Ooh, mortal lock. All right. Christian, I'll let you go mortal here, babe. What do you got?
Pretty sure I took third place when I lost my 3 belts, but I will go second if you let me.
Go ahead and get mortal. I missed that, whatever you said. Sorry.
Man, I don't know what's with the connection, but
I hear you just fine.
Yeah,
it might be on my end. No one's home though. I turned my Wi-Fi off my phone out. Maybe it's just a bad thing here. But anyway, go ahead, Christian. What's your mortal lock? Did you say it?
I haven't said it yet. The way I broke this fight down, I have 3 mortal locks. Give me who's the least dangerous? Give me Woodson.
Woodson mortal lock. Okay.
Yeah, there's no threat to Saldana because ain't got no gas in it.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
I'm tired from laughing so hard at that.
I
was dying at that.
I thought you were going to take Harry Hunsucker as a mortal lock. So my mortal lock, I mean, it's going to come no surprise to anybody. It's Marty Usman. That's my guy. I'm supporting him till the goddamn wheels fall off. All right, so my turn. Or no, Christian, go ahead. Dog lock or send him home. Which one you pick your poison, bruh? Pick your poison, bruh.
All right, Dan. Give me Paulo Costa. That's easy. That's all day. I gotta check
your send him.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's your send him. He's not a dog. Okay, send him. Yeah, send him home. Yeah, that's an easy one. Timbo, what's your send him, bub?
Tyson, baby. That was an easy one. That was a layup.
What's your send him home?
Tyson Pedro.
Jesus, Brian. I'm sorry. Yeah, I completely whiffed on that.
I didn't even grab. I didn't get it right away because I have him written down as Pedro, but
why, dude? What are you doing? All right. My send him home is going to be Alexander Romanoff. Smash.
That's a good one. Smash.
Send him home, baby. All right. So my dog. I'm going to smash your boy, guys. You see, I'm going to smash him. My dog lock, I mean, it's going to be Leo Santos, but just round 1. If you're following my picks and you like dog locks, bail, pull the fucking ripcord after round 1. But I like Leo Santos as my dog lock.
You have to bet that. But you have to. Like everybody listening at like plus 1,000, you have to bet that.
Have to bet. Kieran showed me. I don't make fun of anybody's units, but Kieran showed me his units. He bets 10 cents, literally dimes. And I'm not even kidding you. I'm not unit shaming him, but he does because he's been saying, he's got some things in the chat that I'm not going to share on the screen. So he bets dimes, literally, not the gambling turn dimes, not 10 grand. It's literally dimes. So Kieran, if you're listening, bet a dime on that, bro. You have to, right? You have to. Timbo. So I got my dog. Timbo, give me your dog, babe.
Shit, I ain't got many. Goddamn, I don't think I got any. I got
you
Woo.
You have Figgy and Woo.
Oh, bet. Give me Figgy, baby.
Figgy. Okay.
Hey, why are you wearing that shirt? You should be wearing your Chalk Boys shirt.
Me?
I should. I don't have a chalkboard
well,
shirt.
because you don't have a chalkboard shirt, and that shirt that he's got on is fire. Can you please
show that thing off?
Woo, boy, fire! They run a little small, so if you're a thick boy like me, go ahead and get yourself a 4X.
Yeah, my arms looking pretty big in this one.
Baby. Who we got? Christian, dog lock, final leg here, dog lock here.
Man, I'm about to get all of them. I want to go with Aldo so bad, but he's actually fighting it's just a much better fighter that he's fighting. And I will be betting Aldo, will be betting him by KO, but I'm going to take Perrin as a dog because these Chinese fighters, if their name's not Yadong.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to keep my belt. Let me switch back to you. Wu on the dog lock.
On the dog lock? All right.
Yeah. I do like Figgy by submission 12-1, but not that much.
The ink isn't dry, so I will happily do that. All right. That is the dog locks up. All right. So I got the Slimeball Parlay. Listen, guys, I'm ice cold. Okay. So we need this Slimeball Parlay. It's plus money tickets only here over here. Okay. Plus money tickets only. So this is plus money tickets, but barely. Barely.
Can I guess it? Can I guess it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Usman, Costa, Woodson.
That's close. That's
Pedro.
close.
I bet Pedro is
Pedro.
You sub in Pedro and you sub out Woodson.
Okay. It is not any. I don't remember what it is. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay. So it's not that. Those are very good guesses.
Oh,
but
Romanov. It's Romanov.
Yeah, there it is right there. Slimeball Parlay, Usman, Costa, Romanoff. My route number at work is 3. My daughter's kindergarten, which she starts tomorrow, she's in room 3. Ooh. So I went 3s across the board. You're barely getting a plus at plus 11. And I do like Woodson a lot. So if you want to add in this beautiful son of a bitch, that's going to bring you to like plus 134. So it's still not fucking juicy, but that's the slime ball. We need winners. This is the only parlay I'm playing. Everything else is going to be a straight wager because I need to get the ice off me. I'm starting to become the fucking Night King from goddamn Game of Thrones, whatever the show is called.
Reference. Very nice reference.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to get there, but I got there. All right, boys. That's the fucking show. We went hour 41, having the time of our life. Chat, you are the absolute best. When hot chicks start losing, just let them ring card. Don't cut them. Don't let a hot piece of ass go to waste, Bruce, Bruce is thinking with his head. Hot piece of ass is something I haven't heard in a while. You know what I mean? That's like a guy at the bar who's like 75. That's a hot piece of ass walking in. I haven't seen a while. Some old guy said to that good looking guy that I was referencing earlier. This is a couple years ago. We walk in, we were just getting beer or whatever, and we walk in, and the guy's like, man, he's talking to my buddy. He goes, you probably get more pussy than you can shake a stick at. And I'm like, what does that mean? I've heard it before, but like, what? Like, what do these references mean?
They're from Kentucky.
Hey, man, anything can happen. All right, boys. Fight Saturday. It's been a blast. You boys are the best. You're looking at the new champ right here. I'll see you, boys. Later.
Later, chat.
See you, chat.